Hello and welcome or welcome back. If we have not met, my name is Kate and this is my place. In my place, we do a little bit of planning, cash budgeting, cash stuffing, savings challenges, paying off debt, and so much more as we are building our best life. I'm so excited for this video because I am going to be showing you all my workbook that I have been working on, and I have officially gotten my shop up and ready to go. And so today I wanted to just do a flip through and show you what I have put together, and I'm so excited that I wanted to share it with y'all. So if that sounds interesting to you, please stick around because we're going to be getting right into the video. All right, y'all. So as I said in the intro, I'm super excited because I am going to be I'm going to be going through my Build a Budget workbook with you to show you guys what I have available for quarter 4. I am going to be doing a somewhat of a soft launch just to see how it goes and see if there is anybody that is interested in purchasing my budget sheets that I use and that I created, because they're simplistic and they work really well for how my brain works. So I went ahead and printed a copy out for myself. There's going to be a couple different versions of this. So there's going to be kind of like a basic version, which I'm going to show you now, and then there's some other options that you can add in, which kind of is how I came up with the name Build a Budget. So my thought behind this was our budgets change as our lives change, and the same budget worksheets and budget planners don't always work throughout all the different seasons in your life. So that is why I came up with this and why I named it Build a Budget Planner, because it allows you to be flexible and add the items in that you need and then take away the things that you don't. So it is a paycheck budget planner or workbook. It does have a kind of like front cover where you can put your name on it. And then in this version, so this is the quarter 4, the 2024 quarter 4 version. So I left the yearly overview of 2024 here, and then I also have a 2025 year calendar here as well. And then for the basic one, you just get directly into your months. So for October, you're gonna get, and it's the same for each month, what you're gonna see within the workbook. So there is a monthly layout. Now this is the dated version. There's a undated version and a dated version, and I'm showing you obviously the dated version. So you get a monthly overview, and then I did also put in kind of a goals worksheet here where you can do your top 3 priorities, things that you want to track, what you're kind of like where you're at with your monthly goals, and then there's plenty of room for notes. And then you get your monthly budget overview. And with this, if you've watched my channel, you've probably seen it on my channel. So you have your income section, your expenses section, and then this also includes your cash envelopes, or your living expenses would go in this section for your monthly expenses. And then you have the debt, what your sinking funds would be, your savings, and then a summary. And then you have another notes page. And then we jump right into the paycheck budget. And so you determine what your weeks are. So these are not dated, they're undated. And then you have your income section, an expense section, a debt section, your cash envelopes, if you use the cash envelope method, or this is what I use as my living expenses section. And then we have our sinking funds, our savings, and then again, our summaries box. So it's set up similar to the monthly version, just tweaked a little bit to work for your weekly, your bi-weekly, however you do your budgeting. And then if you do the cash stuffing, here is your cash breakdown worksheet. And then you have 5 weeks worth of those in the book. And then after the budgets, there is another notes page, and then that's when the expense trackers start up. And I give you 1, 2, 3, 4 double-sided expense trackers if you print double-sided. But what's really nice with the downloadable and you print it yourself is you can print as many of these trackers out as you want. So the PDF, when you get the PDF, it's set up to where it should print for you both for one-sided and double-sided, and there should be then enough room for you to punch a hole if you want to. If you use the mushroom punch, I already have a lot of the Happy Planner stuff at home. I have the discs, I have the punch, so I just turned mine into a disc bound system. So that's one of the things that I really like about the digital downloads is you're able to create, the planner that works best for you. And then I also provide 6 teller slips for when you go to the bank and are pulling money out to do any type of cash stuffing. So those are included for every month. So all 3 months, October, November, and December, come with those items. And that's the basic. And then I also have a deluxe option where you will get some additional worksheets in the budget planner. So you will get the budget, the paycheck funding plan. So that is where you can use this in several different ways. I personally use it to track and to help with my sinking fund savings, and how I use it is I put my sinking funds, the minimum amount of cash I would like to be able to put into the envelopes every week, and then there's a slot for you to actually put what you're able to put in every week, and that's what I personally use this tracking sheet for. And then on the back of this, there is an actual sinking funds tracker. So if you like to keep track of how much you're saving in your envelopes, this allows you to put your categories, the starting balance, and then you can see throughout the month how you're doing and if you're spending money out of them and if you're hitting or coming near to hitting your goals for those particular savings. So that comes in the deluxe version, and one of these will come with every month in the deluxe version. And then also you get a budget categories worksheet. So an example of this, I'm going to show you mine. This is how I use mine. So I have my different categories that I use. So my living expenses, entertainment, subscriptions, for paid debt, bills, and then other, which is where a lot of my spending categories for my sinking funds are. And then you're able to color code them. My brain works very well with colors. I know a lot of cash budgeters use a similar system. So I always like to be able to glance at this sheet and know exactly which color needs to go for which expense. So in the deluxe version, you get the budget category worksheet. There is also a subscriptions tracker to where you can keep track of your subscriptions, how much they are, the frequency in which they're paid, and if they're auto renew, and then of course the date in which they are paid on. And I have found it extremely helpful to have just a full list of the monthly expenses, when they're due, what it is, how much, and if it belongs to a specific category. I do give 2 of these. And then if you really like to keep track of stuff, there is a bill tracker that's included with the deluxe version, where you can list your bills, the amount, when they're due, and just to ensure that you paid them each month. Or like if you have a water bill and you pay it every 3 months, this will help kind of keep track with when it's due, if it got paid, and other items like that. And that one is also double-sided. And then this obviously comes with both the basic and the deluxe. It's just a notes page. And then also with the deluxe is I have a meal planner workbook that I put together, and that is something that also comes with the deluxe version. So it would come as a separate PDF, so that you could print it out however many times you want to. But essentially, if you've watched any of my meal planning videos, it's a weekly meal plan. So there's what's for breakfast, any ingredients that you need, lunch, the ingredients that you need, and then what the dinner options are with the same, what ingredients are needed. And then there's a couple lines down here for notes. And so you would get 5 of those in the budget planner. And then I also have the grocery list that I use when I go grocery shopping. And it's pretty straightforward. This could be cut in half and used for 2 separate trips, or just for one. Now that I speak out loud, that might be a good option to have for people who want slimmer grocery lists. But it allows you to list your items, the quantity, how much it costs, and it gives like the check boxes. And you also receive 4 of those with the meal planner. And then the meal planner is also going to be available separate from the budget, the deluxe budget workbook. So if it's something that you're looking for a meal planner but not a budget book, I also will have that available. So I'm super excited to see if there's any interest in this. I figured that if it's something that worked well for me, that there were probably other people out there that might be struggling with their budget like I was, that needed something more simple and straightforward, that I would get anxiety when I use some of the other budget planners that were out there, because there was so many different things, and then there wasn't enough lines, and it's hard to explain. But this one I feel is more simplified and straightforward. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. My email is going to be down in the description. And then if you are interested in purchasing the Build a Budget Planner, it is also going to be down in the description. The link to my Beacon account is down there, and you will see it available there. And there'll be a few different options. Also, super excited. I'm also going to be putting different freebies in my beacon. So you never know when they're going to be there. I most definitely will be doing at least a monthly freebie, whether it be a savings challenge or maybe putting my meal planner worksheet available for a week. So there's different things that are going to go in and out of the Beacon app that would be considered a freebie. So I'm super excited, and I hope that whoever purchases a Build a Budget worksheet planner enjoys it as much as I do, and it helps you along your journey. If you hung out with me for this entire video, you are a rock star, and if you could please put a star emoji down in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you liked this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you've not yet subscribed and you want to continue following my journey to better, then please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. I am going to get out of here, and I will see you next time. Bye.